This video is for people who are very hesitant or on the edge of having to eliminate people out of their life that they really love and care about in order to step into their purpose. Let me tell you something. Once upon a time, me and my friends, we was 50 bitches deep. Once upon a time, when we was younger, we was deep. It was a lot of us. I have friends that I was friends with for over 20 years. Friends I've been friends with since kindergarten, since 4th grade, since elementary school. During that time, when I was friends with all of them as a teenager, what I will say is I was seeking validation on an extreme level because I was raised around a bunch of narcissists. That has been the word for the day. When you are raised around narcissists, unhealed women, you tend to go into all these different faces to perform, because narcissists, it's all about what you can do for them. So when you're raised with that mindset, you go into your friendships like it's all about what you can do for them. So I went into friendships being willing to have one-sided friendships. Always been the protector, always been the defender, always been the gasser upper, always been the one that comments, not comments, but compliments, all of that. Love on your kids, support your job, gas you up, gas your outfit up, your hair, your makeup, all that. That was me. Excuse me. As soon as I got into a very dark place as an adult, probably about 5, 6, maybe 7 years ago, everybody who I thought was my friend turned their back on me. When I say everybody, I mean everybody. Everybody. I was raised church homeschool. When I met my now husband and the people that he hung around, females and males, I was seeking validation that I was willing to become what they were in order to fit in, seeking validation. When I did that, folks in that circle tried to flip the narrative like I was what they said I was. And for a long time, I allowed other people's opinion to become my opinion of myself. God had to separate me from all of them motherfuckers. All of them. Family, friends, in-laws, to everybody. Do you understand? When God separated me, isolated me, initially it felt like rejection. What I didn't understand in that moment is that it was God's protection. It was God's protection. Now that I am stepping into my winning season, it took me to bump my head. I got one earring. It took me to bump my head 1,000,000 times to understand that those people were not meant to be here with me in my winning season. Just like with you, people have fumbled you. Excuse the traffic you hear in the background. People have fumbled you as a friend, as a loved one, as an in-law, as a sister, as a brother, as a cousin, as a daughter. People fumbled you. You are a blessing. You were sent to be a blessing in people's life. When people saw your light and know that you didn't see it, instead of grabbing your hand and taking you to show you your light, they continued to dim it and help you dim it. When you were at your lowest low, people decided to kick you while you were down, thinking you would never overcome, thinking you would never climb out the mud. But God, there's people right now walking around mad at you that owe you an apology. If I went into all the stories, all the backstabbing, the lying, the secret DNA test on my kids, the talking about people I fucked in the 99 and 2000, if I talked about everything that motherfuckers put me through, talk about friendship trauma, lost my best friend, over what I still don't know. Hating ass friends, her seeking validation from people who never loved her the way that I did, like a sister. Like, if I talked about all of that shit, and I choose not to go into all of those things because it's just a part of who I used to be. I've let that shit go. And that's what I'm here to tell you. It's time to let those people go, those circumstances, those situations, because I'm going to tell you, me and my husband have never gotten along so well, although we go through our shit like everybody else. We've been married and been together for 26 years. You understand? We have 6 children. I've been knowing this man since I was 15, been with him since I was 16. And he was 17. When we start, calling ourselves a couple. It's been a long time. This is the happiest we ever been. This is the best we've ever been doing financially. This is the most consistent we've been with allowing God to be in the driver's seat of what we got going on. Our kids are nothing like we were at any age, at any stage in age. We parent different. We don't dig in our kids' pockets. Some folks disagree with the fact that our grown children, we don't charge them rent. How the fuck is that helping them? That's what our parents did to our generation. We struggled. Like, most of us in our late 30s and 40s and 50s is just now getting our shit together because our parents didn't know financial literacy. I'm gonna help them learn financial literacy, not dig in their pockets. It's not my kids' responsibility to pay my fucking bills. Period. That's just how I feel. That separation gives you a different mindset. That isolation, it allows you a chance to take a step back, look at your life, and understand that people in your life, they're either a lesson or a blessing, one or the other. Holding on to certain people in your life is toxic to your purpose. It's toxic to your purpose. Even family, even siblings, best friends that you done had since high school. We live, we learn, we grow. You don't have to stay friends with motherfuckers forever. You don't. People evolve. You have evolved. You have done the work. Took the time to recognize your trauma and putting in the work to heal from that said trauma. Keep people away from you that are detrimental to that journey. Pay attention to how people respond to your little successes, to your micro successes, to the things you share about your journey, your healing. Know your value and know your worth. You are better off without those people. Trust me, I'm living it. And it makes me know that even when we were younger, when we was teenagers, certain people just didn't like me because they didn't like me until they found out that the bitch could fight. And then it was kiki, ha ha, kiki. You understand? I've always had that light. I've never been a fucking hater ever in my life. Have I ever been a hater? I've always been a good friend. Have I made mistakes as a friend? Absolutely. Have I done shit I wasn't supposed to do? Hell yeah. But one thing's for certain, two things for sure. I've always been a loyal ass friend. I've always been a friend. When you be around me, when you leave me, you will always feel good being around me. That's one thing that people always remember, how you make them feel. I make people feel good when they're around me. I make people feel beautiful, feel talented. I gas up. I've been like that since I was young. Folks fumbled me as a friend, and right now there's people that claim they don't like me that's watching me, that I'm inspiring. You are doing the same thing, but it's time to eliminate. Allow that isolation and that separation for God's preparation. You understand? It's your winning season. They're not allowed. You want them to win and you want them to eat too, but not at your table. You understand? Clock that. Clock that.